Thank you for joining. In this series, I'll be talking about fostering a culture of safety and inclusion. The way we work has changed drastically over the past few months. Employees are now working remotely, new collaboration platforms such as Microsoft Teams are being adopted, and economic uncertainty and job security stresses touch all of our day-to-day lives. Additionally, diversity, equity, and inclusion are center stage. These new scenarios not only heighten an organization's risk exposure from insiders, but also highlight the need to support employees in these challenging times. Today, I'll show you how communication compliance can help your organization foster a healthy and inclusive work environment while mitigating communication risks. Our pre-configured policy templates are designed to help you easily get started with communication compliance. These three templates, offensive language, sensitive information, and financial regulatory compliance, allow you to apply machine learning to intelligently detect communication violations in your organization. In addition, we have built in threat, harassment, profanity, and adult content classifiers to help reduce false positive in scanned messages, saving reviewers time during the investigation and remediation process. Given our focus today on fostering a healthy work environment, let's dive into our offensive language pre-configured policy. Here you can see a screen pops up to initiate the policy creation process. You may notice that many of the settings have auto-populated and are already filled in for me, saving me time. Offensive and threatening language is a pre-configured template that uses an abusive language machine learning model to automatically detect content that may be considered threatening or harassing. To get started, all I need to do is adjust the policy name if desired. Let's keep it as offensive and threatening language for now. Then indicate which users or groups I want to supervise, for example, all company. Select the users who will be reviewers, in this case, Christy Klein, and all the other settings have been filled in for me, including locations to monitor, trainable classifiers, conditions, and percentage to review. If I had a need to make adjustments to this policy, I could easily click Customize Policy. And let's do that just to show you how to add machine learning classifiers to detect adult content. We'll keep the name as is, same with the supervised users and reviewers. We'll continue to monitor all communication locations, but under conditions, we'll want to hit Add Condition, select Trainable Classifiers, and then select adult, racy, and gory images. From there, we'll want to click Add. From here, we'll scroll down, hit Next, quickly review, and create the policy. Now that our policy has been set up, let's click into the offensive language policy to see what hits we've received already. Looks like there's been some activity. This view here shows the age of pending items, users with the most policy matches, and associated alerts. By clicking into Pending, I can see the policy matches across many communication platforms, including Exchange, Teams, Yammer. And this view here shows a message between Grady and Lee, where Grady has sent threatening and harassing messages. As you can see by this orange bar, our model has detected a repeated behavior over the past 30 days, indicating a bullying behavior. I can also take a look at near duplicates to see related behavior, as well as user history to see what type of code of conduct policies Grady may or may not have violated in the past. Here I can see his messages have been triaged 5 times in the past for violating both offensive language and insider trading policies. Additionally, he has 3 policy matches that have not yet been resolved, making me think he has been notified before that he's violating policy and that it's time to escalate the situation to his manager, notifying her that this is his 5th harassment violation. Also, since these messages may be upsetting to Lee, the recipient, I'll go ahead and remove the message from their Teams chat so that he doesn't have to continue to see the threats in offensive languages. In some cases, a message may be flagged but does not actually violate a corporate policy. To help improve the model, we've introduced the ability to our customers to retrain the model, effectively improving the detection algorithm over time, making the model more accurate, reducing false positives, and regrading the data within your customer tenant. So here you can provide a detailed feedback on whether the classification was valid. For example, yes, this message is a match for harassment and threat, but no, it's not a match for profanity. I can also suggest other trainable classifiers. For example, yes, this is also a match for offensive language. Then, within your data classification profile, you can see a side-by-side comparison of the ROI that the feedback provides and republish the machine learning model to improve overall accuracy. In addition to remediation actions, we understand that every company has a different way of handling their code of conduct violations. Power Automate gives you the ability to tailor the process to automate what to do when you catch violators that are violating your business processes. To do so, let's click Power Automate and start to execute a Power Automate flow. Here you can see we've already created two flows, one to notify a manager through an email template, and the second to notify the manager through a Teams chat. You can either create a new flow or run an existing flow. Let's show you how to create a new flow by notifying a manager through a test template. This becomes especially relevant with remote work because HR managers are no longer in the same office as employees and need to be the first ones to handle out-of-line behavior remotely. Through Power Automate, you can use this pre-built automation to notify the HR manager of a violation. If we click Continue, we can see that we can make the flow as complex as we'd like in terms of actions and branches. You can also get fancy with approval workflow, whether you want to integrate it into HR systems. And when you create and run the flow, it will act as an automated remediation action. Finally, you can run the flow and sit back. This feature is meant to help you save time during the review and remediation process. It's as easy as that. If you're new to communication compliance, you can get started today with a click of a button and use it to ensure a safe workplace for your employees. Communication compliance is a part of a broader set of insider risk management solutions that help organizations mitigate insider risk and policy violations. Communication compliance focuses around the communication risks within your organization, whereas insider risk management focuses on the insider actions, such as downloading of confidential information, IP theft, etc. Together, these solutions are even more powerful. As you start to configure policies and investigate messages, we encourage you to reference our key resources, including technical documentation, our latest product announcements, and much more. Please also tune in to our other sessions included in this set. Thank you for listening.